January morning as I went out for a walk. I met her up under the bridge and she joined me on my walk. As we began to talk, she said, let's sit and watch the sunset coming down upon the water. Just you and me in the beautiful breeze and the birds up in the trees. It was beautifully May in the afternoon. We professed our love. We got married upon that day, us and the Lord above. Me and my true love said, let's sit and watch the sunset coming down upon the water. Just you and me in that beautiful breeze and the birds up in the trees. It was raining in September as she went out for a drive. She left me a note saying your dinner's gone cold and I will see you in a little while, with a face and a little smile. Now it's late in December, feeling oh so cold. There's no more us 'cause she crashed through a bus, and I'm all alone. As I sit and watch the sunset coming down upon her grave, there ain't no breeze and no birds in the trees, but I still got the Lord above. I still got the Lord above. I still got the good Lord above. I was riding my bike home from work last night, jamming some old Scoops of Blind. I was halfway down North River Road when I swear I saw a shooting star. I thought about what would it be like if instead of a shooting star, it turned out to be a UFO that was me watching them. They decided to take them a closer look. It took me along for the ride. I turned them onto my old Scoops of Blind. We enjoyed the rest of the ride. We smoked 2 joints before we smoked 2 joints, then we smoked 2 more. That made things a lot more cool. We enjoyed our Galactical tour. Got to see Uranus, got to see Pluto. We traveled around to see a lot more shit than Star Trek ever did show. The only thing that I didn't see was a drunk who cut me off. I woke up in a ditch and all I could see was a couple of cops. They asked me what had happened while I was laying beside the road, while my bike was in such a mess, and in the end it showed. Took me to a hospital where I met a beautiful nurse. She put her hand upon my leg and asked me, does this hurt? The only thing I can feel there and now is full of sweaty meat in her shirt. I knew this was no time to be an asshole or a flirt. She was looking so delicious, she was looking all so fine. If I didn't stop looking at her, she would give me a piece of her mind. Started to think of the aliens, the good times we could have had. Instead I'm stuck in this goddamn room now, it makes me a little bit mad. I can't even go out and take me a walk. Go have a nice cold beer. I can't even see my beautifulness, she's afraid to dear. The only person I can talk to is the one who shares my room. He also remembers a shooting star that he woke up in his room. As I was slowly passing an orphan's home one day, I stopped there for a moment to watch the children play. A lonely boy was standing, and when I asked him why, he turned with eyes that could not see, and he began to cry. He said, I'm lonely for so long, and I need someone, someplace to belong, where I'm not lonely. So I took him by his little hand, we went out for a walk. The tears rolled down his tiny face as I began to talk. I told him the story of Jesus and his home above the sky, where happiness fills everyone and tears of joy are all you cry. But you won't be lonely anymore. You'll have someone, someplace to belong, where you're not lonely. He said some people come to see me when they see I'm blind. They just take home some other kid, and I am left behind. I wanna walk the streets of heaven, where all the blind can see. And just like all the other kids, there will be a home for me, and I won't be lonely, lonely anymore. 'Cause I found someone, someplace to belong, where I'm not alone. So he held his head up to the skies, said, thank you, Lord. I realize these people, they have eyes to see, but don't have the gift that you've given me. 'Cause I'm not lonely anymore. And I found some more, someplace to belong, where I'm not lonely. Walking through the park one day, I found an old man who was laying on a park bench in an old tattered suit. Asked if I can join him, man. He sat up and smiled at him. I saw that he was missing a tooth. Told me a story of his life, about the struggles and the strife, growing up hungry and poor. Then one day while sitting here, he met his true love, his dear. She turned his luck from bad into good. Started his own business and made himself a small fortune. He shared his one true love. They were in love for many years, many laughs, many tears. Then one day, oh no, she died. Every year I sit right here, same suit as I hold her dear. She was my love, my very best friend. With these words he did depart. His story touched my heart. That is why I share it with you. So if you're sitting on the bench and you see an older man wearing a tattered old suit, won't you sit with him a while, share a laugh, share a smile, talk about the one true loves. Why don't you hang up and talk? 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 Me and my baby, we went out to eat. Just me and herself on May 3. I had nothing to say. Why don't you hang up and drive? Why don't you hang up and drive? Why don't you hang up and drive? Why don't you hang up back out for a ride. Someone hit me from behind. Can't tell you what happened next. Some fool had to drive in text. Why don't you hang up and walk? 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 I went down to my grocery store as I was walking down aisle 4. I was walked by people on the phones, leaning on their buckets like it was a throne. Why don't you hang up and talk? 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 Sit next to each other at the bar, a group of people no one to solve. They're all sitting there on their phones, a group of people also alone. Just one more thing before I end the song. Text me.